Hello.
And welcome to another Gem in Orlando podcast with me, Gemma.
And with me, Matt.
Yes. So what are we doing this week, Matt? Drum roll.
The Animal Kingdom.
Woo! I'm really excited about this.
So am I. I'm really excited about this
we
one.
love animals, like, don't we? We watch we watch things like Our Planet and
Watch them all,
nature
don't we?
programs. And what have we just finished watching? Oh, that 72 cutest animals.
Yeah,
That was
brilliant.
it was so cute. And the Dangerous Animals one's pretty cool
That was
as
good
well.
as well,
Yeah.
yes.
But yeah, no, this is what we're going to be talking about this week. Animal Kingdom. It is the first park on our list to visit.
It will be the first park after we land, I believe.
Yes, yeah. Then the reason why is because like we go on a Friday and we land on a Friday. So obviously we're going to be a bit jet lagged probably.
Yeah.
But apparently Animal Kingdom isn't as busy on the weekends as say places like Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. So I thought that would, and Universal. I mean, Universal, going on a weekend, you definitely need an express pass for that.
Yeah.
But I think that was the best choice for us.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah,
I
do you
think
think
so?
so?
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm pretty much doing all the planning, and Matt gets to do all the fun stuff like this podcast, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Don't forget we are on Patreon. So if you do want to support this podcast or any membership fees, they go straight back into the podcast. We are on all social media platforms as well, including Facebook. We've got I think we've got 145 likes on Facebook
Yes.
now.
Which is
So
good.
yeah, it's great. So welcome if you're watching us from or you're listening to us from Facebook. Also evident if you're watching us on YouTube as well. So because we are putting this podcast on YouTube, and next weekend, which will be the 18th, we are heading to our first theme park of the year, which is Fort Park.
Which I'm, again, looking really excited for. So I haven't been here for about close to 20 years, I reckon.
Oh, I've been sick. I've been loads of times, but we're going to be doing a vlog with our little GoPro. We're not going to be able to take it on the rides, so we're not going to be able to unfortunately get a POV because we don't want to get kicked out for a silly reason like that.
No.
So we're just going to do a vlog and like when we come off the rides, how we feel about it, because I absolutely hate stealth, but I know you're absolutely going to love it. So, and the detonator as well, but you can do that one on your own. I hate that ride so much.
Is that a roller coaster, is it?
No, it's a drop ride.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that one then.
It's a drop ride. I hate drop rides. I love Tower of Terror, believe it or not, but I hate drop rides. I just hate them. Anyway, yeah, as I say, follow us on social media. You get loads of updates there. And obviously, if you are a Patreon member, you are going to have exclusive access to our UK theme park trips as well, because we've got quite a few coming up, haven't we? We've got Chestington, World of Adventures. We've got
Alton Towers.
Alton Towers as well. We've got a whole weekend in Alton Towers, haven't we? And we've got some other bits and pieces like Sea Life and all attractions around the UK as well. So we're not just focused on Orlando, are we?
Do them all.
We do them all. So yeah, before we get going, usual disclaimer, we are not experts on Orlando. We have been before, but we are complete novices when it comes to planning. So make sure you join us on this journey. So Animal Kingdom, you have been once before when it first opened, haven't you? But
I went in 99. I think it opened in
98.
So, but I was 16, I think. So I don't really remember a lot about it, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think back when it first opened, because I was there at Christmas of 99, even though it's like one of the biggest theme parks in the world because it's got so many acres for the animals, I think it's 530 something acres of park. But I think that is mainly for the animals, because Walt Disney was very much about animal conservation.
Okay.
And I think that was the idea behind it, was that so the animals, they wanted to have a zoological theme park, but they wanted to have they didn't want to have animals in cages.
Yeah.
Basically, they wanted them to have free reign and
let them run free.
as much as I kind of feel like they're kind of, and when we get to Kilimanjaro, as far as I'll probably talk about this a little bit more, but I think they wanted it to be like an African reserve.
Yeah.
Because a lot of African reserves are like that. So yeah, but yeah, Animal Kingdom, I love animals, and I remember walking in and in the Oasis. So the first bit when you walk in, I mean, weirdly enough, it's got a sit-down restaurant right at the entrance.
Oh, okay.
Rainforest Cafe. Now, you've heard of the Rainforest Cafe. It's not Disney-owned. There's one there used to be one in London. I don't think is
I've
it still there? Is it still
I've
there?
heard of that Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah,
I
it's
have.
not Disney owned. That's not Disney owned. And apparently, if you want a nice quiet meal, that's not the place to go.
Okay.
Because they have like it is literally, you walk in there and it's like a rainforest. So like every now and then they'll have like thunder rolling and like gorillas like beating their chest going ooh, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, sounds interesting, doesn't it? Though?
If you want a noisy, I mean, it'd be great if you've got kids. But I mean, if you're like us and we kind of want to sit down and we want to be able to hear each other speak, probably not the best option for us. And we're going to start with the very first Joffrey's coffee.
Oh.
They love their Joffrey's coffee.
Popular guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah. So in the entrance, before you hit the Oasis, you've also got shops-wise, you've got a couple of merchandise shops, you've got the Outpost shop and Garden Gate gifts as well. So plenty of shopping. As your usual theme park entrance would suffice, probably like something to eat and shops. The Oasis, now this is before you see the Tree of Life. This is like a number of like animal viewing locations. So you can see things like wallabies, babirusa, which are like kind of like warthog things, scarlet macaws as well, and I'm not going to pronounce this right. I do apologise in advance if I pronounce this wrong. Muntjac, which are like little deer.
Oh, okay.
And they're really cute. You've got ducks and swans and things like that. So that's nice. As you go in, you've immediately got animal viewing locations, so you can see some of the animals before you even hit the rest of the park.
Yeah.
The thing with Animal Kingdom is, even just looking on the app, it's so spaced out, so it's going to be a lot of walking, but it's good. It'll keep our steps up.
Sure, it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we hit. There's no dining and shops in the Oasis, by the way, obviously because it's mainly inhabited by animals.
Yes.
So we hit Discovery Island now. As you walk through to Discovery Island, you see the massive. Do you remember the Tree of Life?
I don't remember.
Big giant tree with all the animals carved into it.
As I said before, I really don't remember Animal Kingdom.
It's like one of those moments. It's like when you see the Cinderella Castle at Magic Kingdom. Like it gives you that weird feeling I can't describe, like that it's somehow magical.
Okay.
It's kind of like that if you love animals. So for me, I think I'm gonna get a bit like emotional more with the Tree of Life than I probably will at Cinderella's Castle, but you know me, I'm just an emotional person anyway. So the Tree of Life, you've got some more animals. You can see some otters and vultures, other things like that. You've got the Discovery Island trails, which go around the trees, which is all like birds and things like that, and cotton top tamarins, you know, the cute little monkeys.
Oh yeah, I know those.
Yeah, you can see them as well. There's a lot of migratory birds as well, so like when they migrate for the winter and stuff like that. Underneath the Tree of Life, you've got It's Tough to Be a Bug show. It's based on, have you ever heard of the film A Bug's Life?
I heard of the film Bug Life.
Yeah, it's a
I've
very
seen that as
underrated,
well,
very underrated Disney Pixar film. It's great. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's so funny. It's actually quite scary.
Okay.
It's like a 3D show, but they have like, obviously, they have like a big, you know, the grasshopper that's the baddie in it. They have like him in there. Can't remember, I think his name's Hopper. Funny enough.
Yeah.
And apparently it's all dark and scary and yeah, things like that. But it's definitely a must do on my list. So
I'll be definitely up for that.
Yeah, we'd
yeah.
definitely be doing that.
Sounds fantastic.
Shows, you've got Winged Encounters, where you see all the birds, I think it's migratory birds. You see them fly around the Tree of Life. And they do a little show.
Oh, okay.
And I remember when we was watching, I don't know, you probably fell asleep when we was watching the Animal Kingdom series on Disney Plus.
I watched a couple of them, didn't I?
Yeah, when they were training the birds for that particular show. They were training those birds. Do you remember?
Yeah, vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, if you haven't seen it, go and see it. It's so good. It's on Disney Plus. It's like a behind the scenes of Animal Kingdom. It's amazing, honestly. And I didn't realise how much Disney's Animal Kingdom did for conservation of wildlife as well. They do a lot. I mean, I know the whole park is geared around animal conservation and stuff, but I didn't realise how much they did behind the scenes. So it's really nice to see behind the scenes. So if you can go and watch that, if you've got Disney Plus, it's definitely worth it. And the Drummers Flotilla. So like you've got these little boats that come round, they have the drummers, and at the moment, because during COVID, obviously they're not doing character meet and greets at the moment, you'll also have some of the characters on the boats as well, like waving to you and stuff like that, and you can see all the characters and the cavalcades. but they're on the
fun, isn't
water.
it?
Yeah, it's really cute. And the drummers, that honestly, they're amazing. I remember seeing them once on the boat, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, you can't just not move. You have to move to it. It's just so rhythmic. It's great. But yeah, so those are your main attractions. Really, there's not a lot of attractions, but there is a lot to see. So that's the beauty. I think that we're going to find this a lot with Animal Kingdom, is that there's not so many attractions, but there's a lot to see.
Yeah.
There is a lot to see. Dining options. We've got the Nomad Lounge, which is going to be our little haunt, I think, with the bar.
Oh, okay.
It's a bar.
Well, my lounge, you mean?
Well, we just watched the latest Disney news that was coming out, and the Nomad Lounge has brought out a load of like really cool cocktails, and they like Lion's Fury cocktail.
Wasn't there one with the candy floss?
Oh, that's Candy Floss Mimosa, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you can get that from, but I'm imagining most breakfast places you can get that from. So yeah, dining options, you've got Pizza Safari, which is your bulk standard pizzas, the Feeding Ground, Flame Tree Barbecue, Isle of Java, which I'm assuming is a coffee place.
Yeah, Java.
8 Spoon Cafe and Tiffins. Now, I know that 8 Spoon Cafe and Tiffins, if you are going in the near future, they aren't currently open due to COVID restrictions at the moment. But, I mean, you've got quite a few other options in Discovery Island anyway. Shops-wise, you've got the Island Mercantile. I'm trying to read what I've written down here. The Island Mercantile, the Discovery Trading Company, and the Riverside Depot as well. So, yeah, that is Discovery Island and the Oasis. Now we're going to move on to probably an adult's least favourite place, or it's going to be our least favourite place in Animal Kingdom, which is Dino Land USA. Right, Dino Land USA. Do you remember it?
I don't remember this, no.
No. Okay. It is probably one of the worst themed parks
Oh, really?
of Animal Kingdom. Because of, I found this out recently, because of budget cuts, they had to kind of rush Dino Land.
Oh, okay.
But there is a very good attraction.
What's that then?
Dinosaur.
Oh.
Oh, it is. You must have gone on it because it was there when it opened. It is just one of the best dark rides I've been on. I love it personally. That's me. That's my personal thing.
So we go on it when we go there.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I must do. It really is. So basically, the premise of it is you're in a time machine and you've got to go back on some secret mission
Yeah.
and bring back a dinosaur. But obviously things go wrong and you know quite manage it. But yeah, Dinosaur is a really well themed attraction. Also, you've got Triceratops Spin, which is basically Dumbo in dinosaur form. You know the Dumbo ride at Magic Kingdom?
Yes, I do,
Yeah, it's
yes.
basically exactly the same as that. So it's obviously aimed towards younger kids.
Yeah.
So we won't be doing that. You've got Dino Sue.
What's that about then?
It's not a ride as such. It's kind of like more of a photo opportunity. So like when you, it's like a big like a giant T-Rex. It's a recreation of a fully formed. So it's not real dinosaur bones. So it's not made out of real dinosaur bones.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a good photo op. And you've got Fossil Fun Games, which is like sideshow games, you know, like I think they tried to kind of make Dino Land USA kind of like a fun fair, kind of more like a carnival kind of thing, but it didn't quite
Work out.
So yeah, dining in there, you've got Restaurantosaurus, which is your usual theme park food, so your burgers, all that kind of stuff. Dino Bite Snacks, which is like ice creams and stuff like that, and Trillo Bites as well. So there's quite a few options there.
Dining wise.
Shops. Also, do you know what I completely forgot to mention, which I haven't seen, which our nephew Bailey would absolutely love because his favourite film is Finding Nemo, and they have Finding Nemo the musical in a theatre in the wild. So I think I'd like to go and watch that, to be fair.
Go and have a look. can't we?
Yeah, I would really. It's not on my must do list, but obviously, you know, if I can get to film at least a little bit in there for our nephew, like, because he'll absolutely love that. He absolutely loves
would do,
fun.
wouldn't he? Yeah.
Although, little fun fact about our nephew, he's a bit sinister, isn't he? Because he laughs when Nemo gets kidnapped, doesn't he? He laughs when Nemo gets kidnapped, and he laughs when Bruce the shark smells blood and he goes a bit crazy, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
laughs at that. Like, our nephew is so sinister. Cutest thing on the planet, though. I love him. But yeah, he's a big fan of Finding Nemo. So I would like to go and watch that just to get a little bit of filming
From the GoPro.
Yeah, just to show Bailey. Yeah. Anyway, but the shops wise, you've got the Theatre in the Wild cart, you've got the Dinorama cart. There's a lot of carts around here. You've got the Dino Institute shop, which is the exit shop for Dinosaur. So you've got some really cool things in there. Like, they show you like artifacts and stuff. They make it kind of like one of the natural history museums and stuff. So it's really, really cool shop.
So it's quite historic as well then.
Yeah, really, really cool shop. And you've got Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures, which is
Chester and Hester.
Chester. That's what the dinosaurs are called from Dinoland USA. You
Okay.
go in and you've got the big sign that says Dinoland USA, and it's Chester and Hester.
Oh.
I don't quite know what dinosaurs they are, but it's probably made around
Yeah.
kids as well. So yeah, that's Dinoland USA. I can't believe I've talked this long about a thing where we're only going to probably experience 2 attractions, and that's about it. But yeah, that's Dinoland USA, and we're going to move on to Asia. Editing Gemma and Matt here. We completely forgot to mention about another attraction in Dinoland, probably because we're not really that interested in Dinoland, and that is Primeval World.
Can't believe you forgot about a roller coaster though.
But it's not that good. But it's not that good.
Okay.
Primeval World, it's kind of like a Coaster Geeks. You'll know what I mean by a Wild Mouse-esque type ride. It's basically a spinning one, so you sit in it and spin. So it's a little bit like Spinball Wizard or Alton Towers. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that
where
one.
we naughtily took our masks off for it,
Yes.
even though we shouldn't have. But yes, yeah, it's kind of like that. So we'll probably do that if we've got some spare time. But I'm not waiting like 20 minutes in a queue for it.
So
It's not worth that much.
It's not worth like queuing for less more than half an hour then,
No,
for instance.
definitely not.
Okay.
Not. But we apologise for forgetting that, and we'll let you carry on with the next area. Asia.
Okay, so what's this about then?
Well, you would have never have been on this ride, but it is one of the more thrilling rides in Disney World, and it's called Expedition Everest.
Okay.
It is a roller coaster.
Oh, didn't know that.
It's really
I
good.
didn't think it's a roller coaster.
Well, like,
in
when I last went, it had only just opened, and there's an animatronic Yeti in there. Now, the story goes is that when they built this Yeti animatronic, they knew that it wasn't going to work forever. But the problem is, in order for them to go, it did break down a year later, I think a few months or a year later after it opened. But what they realised is they would have to dismantle half the ride to get in there to fix it. So they've not bothered fixing it, and it now just has strobe lights in there. So it's affectionately now known as Disco Yeti because of the strobe lights in there.
Does it work?
I don't know. I haven't been on it
No,
since.
I mean, does it work as in the concept of the
I
ride?
imagine, yeah. I imagine
Alright.
people look at Disco Yeti with fondness.
Okay.
So yes, there's a lot of Disco Yeti merchandise now as well. So also this one goes backwards
Oh, I like
as well as forwards.
I like a backwards coaster.
You're not going to throw up, no?
No, I've never thrown up yet, have I?
Remember the last time we went to, well, mind you, we did eat food. We did eat a huge meal before we went there, didn't we?
Yeah.
We're not going to do that.
No.
Yeah, Expedition Everest, really great ride. I love it. I think, Matt, you're going to absolutely love it.
Looking forward to it already.
Oh, it's so good. Also, so the next attraction you've got is the Kali River Rapids. Now, you love a river rapids, don't you?
I always get wet, don't I?
You love Kali River Rapids. Although people say it's not that great, and there are other rapids that are better. But if you like river rapids, definitely.
Who doesn't?
Well, yeah.
Who doesn't?
Well, some people don't like getting wet. But yeah, Kali River Rapids, and then you've got another attraction which is a jungle trek, Maharaja Jungle Trek. Now this is another animal viewing thing where you can see monkeys, sort of gibbons, all of that kind of stuff. But their main animal is the tigers, and you know me, I love big cats. Obviously, if you don't know already, me and Matt, we have 3 domestic kitties. We have 3 domestic kitties. One of them is actually trying to join in on this podcast.
A little Rose.
That could be Rose, I'm not sure. But yeah, so tigers is the main attraction for that Maharaja Jungle Trek. But yeah, absolutely a must do if you love big cats.
Definitely.
Definitely going to be a must do for us. I think all of the animal exhibitions I would like to do.
I would like to go as well.
I think they're all a must do in their own way, especially if you've got a favourite animal as well in that trail. Definitely do it.
Yeah.
Or even if you don't have a favourite animal, definitely do it anyway. It's an amazing way to see so many animals and enjoy a theme park at the same time.
Yeah.
So this is what I like about Chessetton World of Adventures, because it's got a zoo as well.
Yeah.
So I like
both.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. You've also got Up, which is a bird show. It used to be called something else, but now they themed it around the film Up. I've never seen Up, believe it or not.
That.
You've seen Up?
Is that one of the old guy, the balloons?
Yeah.
Very sad.
Oh, don't tell me that, because
Very
I start
sad.
crying.
I have seen that one.
But yes, they themed it around, and the little boy, I can't remember his name. Is it Russell?
Oh,
no,
no,
Russell's the dog, isn't it?
I believe so.
Russell's the dog, and then the little scout boy, and they basically do, hello Hermione. Sorry, our cat's just decided she wants to join us in the podcast. Yeah, so Up is the bird show. Apparently, everyone said it went downhill after they rethemed it, but they've done a few rewrites, and now apparently it's better. So I like birds.
Yeah,
I think
give that a go, can't
yeah,
we?
definitely. I think we should absolutely do that. Right, dining options. You have Yak and Yeti restaurant, of course, Yeti themed. Yeah. The Yak and Yeti cafe, which I believe is the quick service version.
Yeah.
You've got Drinkwallah. Apologies, Drinkwallah. Which is another bar.
Oh.
And you've got another Joffrey's.
I was earlier, was a popular guy, didn't I?
Oh, yes. Yeah, shops-wise, you've got the Yak and Yeti shop at Back to Poor Market. I apologise if I pronounced that wrong. You've got Mandala Gifts, you've got the Circus on Bazaar as well, so lots of merchandise options there as well. And I believe you will find Disco Yeti merchandise as well. I might have to get a Disco Yeti jumper, I'm not going to lie.
Right,
they look so cool. So yeah, that's Asia for you. And now we're going to move on to, I think, what is going to be our favourite section in the whole park, which is Africa. Okay, so Africa. This is so well themed, this area of the park. It really is. I don't know if you remember it, going into like Harambe.
No.
Amazing. It's just so well themed. It really is. And of course, you have got Kilimanjaro safaris, which I have to say is one of my favourite attractions in all of Disney World.
Oh, really? That far?
Yeah, and the reason why is because it's not just a safari where you get to see animals in their natural habitat and things like that. It also has a storyline to it as well. So it makes it exciting. I'm not going to give away the storyline because it's silly to give it away. But also, you're recommended for this ride to go on it first thing when you get in the park, or last thing, because that's when the animals are most active, so you're more likely to see
in the morning or in the late evening.
Yeah, before it gets too hot, because you'll more than likely see more animals than you would if you were going to go on it at like say 12 o'clock in the afternoon or things like that. So I imagine we'll probably head there first. I'd like to head there first.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it's amazing, honestly, and you're gonna get so much good footage for the GoPro, or even good photos. I mean, I remember the last time I went on it, which was way back when, and they had I love lions. Lions are both of our favourite animals.
Lions, yeah.
They're both our favourite animals, aren't they, Bo? And one of the main lion was just lying on his back, and the girls were just like kind of just like chilling around him, his little harem of lionesses. It was great. It was just great. They look so relaxed and so chilled out. And sometimes if you go early in the morning, you can hear the big man roar.
Oh, roar.
Yeah. And I've never been able to hear a lion roar properly in person. That would be something that I would love to see. Not guaranteed we're going to see it, but...
Or hear it.
Yeah. Not guaranteed, but it would be amazing to hear a proper lion roar in person.
Should be amazing.
It will, yeah. But you're recommended for that one to go early in the morning or late in the evening, just before the park closes. That's when the animals are most active. Next to it, you've got the Gorilla Falls Trail.
Okay.
which is another trail like the tiger one. But obviously their main attraction is gorillas. But they have lots of other like monkeys and things like that as well, and they have a lot of other animals as well. So it's definitely worth a go. A lot of people that I've been watching and doing my research on YouTube have been saying it's very underrated. A lot of people miss it. So I don't think that's one we should miss.
No, I don't think so either.
No, I think that would be good. And then you've got my absolute favourite show in all of Disney World.
Festival of Lion King.
Yes! Festival of the Lion King is so amazing. Oh my God, I can't tell you how amazing that show is. It is an absolute must-do for anybody, whether you're with a family, you're a group of adults, like, I don't care. You have to convince them to go and see the show because it is incredible. It's so good. I don't know what it is, but I've also seen the musical in London. Went to see the musical, and I was in awe of that as well. But I actually feel like this like little 20-minute, half an hour show, it could actually be on par with the musical. It's that good.
Oh, okay.
It's that good. So we have to do that.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that is an absolute
No.
must do. We have to go and see it. It's my favourite Disney film. Have to do it.
Yeah.
And then after that, you've got, well, this is not really in Africa, but you have to, I put it in because you have to start on the Wildlife, you have to get on the Wildlife Express to go to this area, and that's in Africa. It's called Rafiki's Planet Watch. So you jump on the Wildlife Express, they take you on a little trade journey. You can see some of the Animal Kingdom backlot, like behind the scenes, and animal holding
It's a petting zoo one as well.
Yeah, so you've got this is where you see a lot about the work that Animal Kingdom do for animal conservation. You've got a petting zoo with like goats and things like that. Definitely want to do that. That's not open at the moment, though. I don't think due to COVID regulations, obviously hygiene and things like that, and I have to. But they've just put in there an animation experience. So it's like a little it looks like a conference room, to be honest. And you get given a clipboard, and they actually teach you how to draw one of the characters. Like, I think the last one I watched, they were drawing Simba. And I think it's an animal. It's always an animal that you draw, obviously, because it's Animal Kingdom. But I would really like to do that. I can't draw to save my life, but I don't know, you're all right with drawing,
I'm all
aren't
right
you?
with drawing. I think that'd be quite fun to do that
Yeah,
for half an hour.
if you want something different to do that's not an attraction, or you're just not into rides, because there are people that
Not into rides. They want to go and do experience different things.
Yeah, absolutely. I think definitely it's a must do for you. But I think we will do it. I would like to do it. I think.
I think we should do that.
Yeah. And also they've got you can go, and they've got vet examination rooms, so you can actually go in and see how you can see them treating animals, making them better, and how they do all that, and like CT scans and things like that. I think maybe not CT scans because the radioactive, whatever it is, but yeah, they do a lot of work around conservation. So I just feel like if you're really into animals like we are, I think that'd be really interesting to see what they actually do.
I agree.
So we'll definitely be doing Rafiki's Planet Watch. So yeah, if you love animals, you're into conservation, all that kind of stuff, definitely worth a do for Rafiki's Planet Watch. So that's all the attractions in Africa. Look,
Can't wait for that.
I know, yeah, it's probably going to be my favourite area, I think. Dining wise, you've got the Harambe Fruit Market, which they do that spicy corn on the cob. Do you remember seeing that on
I do remember seeing that, but I'm not particularly a fan of spicy food. So
yeah, we're not. But apparently it's not like spicy. It's more like
so it might be
flavour
okay.
spice rather
okay.
than heat spice. So yeah, they do those world famous corn on the cobs with the nice spicy sprinkling on it. You've got the Dawa Bar, which is another like bar, another bar.
We'll be there.
Tamu refreshments as well. So you've got quite a few dining options. Not many sit down options, I don't think. But for quick service or just something to grab on the go, definitely.
Quick lunch, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Shops wise, you've got Mombasa Marketplace, you've got Zuri Sweet Shop, and Harambe Market as well, which is set like a South African market. So really good options for all of that. So let's move on then. We're going to talk about then the last and final area of Animal Kingdom, which is the newest area of Animal Kingdom that neither of us have ever been to.
No.
And that is the world of Avatar. So, the world of Avatar. I got a confession, babe.
Yeah, go on.
I've never seen Avatar.
Oh, I've got it in there if you want to watch it.
Is it good though?
It is very good. I've seen it a few times.
It's one of those. Well, it's definitely, if you've watched it a few times.
Yeah, it's definitely
then...
worth a watch.
Okay.
I mean, it is the most expensive film ever made, but it's also the most expensive money it's ever made as well.
No, okay,
film.
so hence why they've built this whole area.
Probably why, yes.
So Avatar, you've only got 2 attractions. Excuse me, at the moment. You have got the Na'vi River Journey, which apparently everyone seems to be really disappointed by, but I think if you know what it is, you can't really be disappointed.
No.
It's basically a boat ride. It's a relaxing boat ride with all like the bioluminescent like animals and things like that, and and I think it's one of their most intricate animatronics. The Shaman is the most like intricate animatronic they've ever made, and looking at the POV of that Shaman, it looks incredible. It looks like a real person.
Amazing.
It looks like a real person. It's so fluid.
It looks amazing.
So fluid. So we will be doing that one.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. I don't think we'll wait in a terribly long queue for it. I wouldn't want to wait any more than sort of half an hour for it. But definitely want to do that just to experience it. And but their main attraction, which is actually quite revered as one of their most best attractions, besides Rise of the Resistance, of course.
Yes.
Is a Flight of Passage.
Okay, what's this
which
about,
is a flight simulator. So it's kind of like you get on these like little bikes, and then they give you an avatar, and you get to fly through the world of Pandora. I don't know what the beings that they fly on are called.
I don't know what they are, but it's called big birds.
Big birds. Okay. Yeah. So basically, it's a flight simulator, and it's 3D as well. So it's apparently very immersive, and the queue line is very immersive as well. So yeah, it's a must do for us.
Yes, I think definitely.
Absolutely, and I would probably wait in an hour queue for that.
I think I would as well. Yeah,
because I've heard so many good things about it. I would definitely wait in a long queue for that. It's one of those rides, you know, where you just like, no, I would wait in a long queue for that. Because there are some you're like, no, I don't want to wait in too long a queue for it.
Is it worth it? But I think this one will be worth it.
This one absolutely will be worth it. And at least they have a standby queue. It's not like Rise of the Resistance where you have to fiddle faddle to get your boarding pass.
Yes.
So yeah, that's basically it at the moment. Dining options. You've got the Sotuli Canteen, which is a quick service restaurant, and a Pongu Pongu restaurant as well. So I have no idea what any of these words mean, but yeah, I'm assuming it's to do with Avatar.
Yes. I think it is. I haven't watched the films for a long time, so
well, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch them now before I go to get the full experience, because apparently even just walking into the area, it's like you're in that world.
Yeah, I've seen some photos of it on
it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
It
looks a really good photo
it's got
opportunities.
the floating mountains.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And the shops, you've only got one shop there, which is the Wind Traders shop. So that's obviously going to be a ride exit shop.
Yes.
For merchandise. I imagine it will be the ride exit shop for both Na'vi River Journey and Flight of Passage, or it might just be Flight of Passage. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's the world of Avatar. Are you looking forward to that?
I am looking forward to the world of Avatar, but I'm more looking forward to the Africa one.
Africa, yeah.
Kilimanjaro ride, is it?
Yeah, the safaris.
Safari
yeah,
ride,
I think so. But I'm really looking forward to like just being in Animal Kingdom in general. This is, I don't know why, like every time I've been, there's this sort of vibe that's just, even when it's busy, it's just so relaxed. It just feels relaxed. It doesn't feel like you're at a theme park.
No.
It doesn't feel like, oh my God, we've got to go and get on this ride. Oh my God, we've got to go and get on that ride. It doesn't feel like that.
Does it feel like more like a zoo to you, I suppose?
No, not even
or
that.
Does it feel like a bit of both between a theme park and a zoo, maybe?
Yeah, it feels to me like Chesterton, but I mean Chesterton's a bit more busy anyway. But like it just feels like a relaxing day, and I think that's a really good one for us to start
Even though all
with.
that walking, though.
Yeah, but you're not going to know. To be honest, I don't think with any of the walk-in, I don't think you're even going to realise until the end of the day when you actually sit down and relax
and
or whatever.
I think it'll be I think it'd be worth it, the walk as well.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. But I just feel like there's more of a relaxed feel to Animal Kingdom than there is Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, all of that kind of stuff. I just feel there's more of a relaxed feel to it.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
So I think that's why it's a good one for us to start with. And you know, if you're flying on and you need a park to go to on the weekend, usually the busier Disney parks are Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. Epcot possibly could be busy, but we decided to go Animal Kingdom on a weekend because it's one of the less busy parks. Obviously, it's still going to be busy because it's a weekend.
And obviously, it's Disney as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But I feel like it's a good one for us to start with because of that relaxed feel you get from it. We're not going to feel stressed out too much, you
No,
know,
yeah.
because there are going to be points where we're stressed out throughout this holiday. It's a very active holiday. So I feel like this is going to be a really good one to start with. And if you're switching all your plans around, I would definitely recommend getting a reservation for Animal Kingdom on a weekend. Or even if you want to go in the week, that's fine. If you can only do, you know, but yeah, that's what we decided to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good choice to start with.
I think
yeah.
it would be a good choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is the end of this week's episode. How do you feel about Animal Kingdom?
I'm excited about going to Animal Kingdom, and I'm quite glad I don't remember a lot of it from last time, to be honest, because now I don't remember it because I can go there and it's all new to me again.
Yeah.
So
it's a totally new experience for you.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, so we'll let you go. But before we do that, drum roll please, we are doing
Epcot
next week. We're really looking forward to this one because this is we're probably going to talk a lot about drinking around the world.
All 12 of them in it.
Yeah. We're going to talk about drinking around the world a lot because neither of us have ever been old enough to drink out there.
No.
So this is the first time.
First time drunk in America.
We're not going to get drunk. We'll get thrown out.
No, I'm not going to get drunk.
We're going to get drunk. We'll get thrown out if we get drunk. But yes, Epcot is next week. So don't forget, make sure you become a member on Patreon to see that exclusive Thought Part video from us on the 18th. And I'll probably upload it on the Monday anyway when we usually upload the podcast. So if you do want to see that exclusive Thought Part video and see our faces, put a face to a name, make sure you join us on Patreon. And don't forget to follow us on all our social medias for all updates. And if you've got any suggestions on what you want us to cover, give us a shout. We don't mind at all. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget, get excited. The magic rolls around fast.